I'm still in shock. Another miracle moment for the podcast to start the year. If you've been following the journey, you know that about this time last year, I bumped into my good friend Dan, who was the one that was able to line up the opportunity for me to then have Ken Ham and Martin Isles as my first two guests on the Wise Fools podcast. Well, this year started with a bang. I was in Murrumbateman, which is a small town outside of Canberra, and I went out there the day to do some work for my job. And I've got to be honest, I got a bit sidetracked and I started looking at my podcast list. And I started thinking, oh, there's so many people here. Where do I start? How do I get people on? How do I approach this? Feeling, a bit overwhelmed, but also eager for the new year. And no joke, as I look up from my laptop, across from me having a coffee, is someone who is on my podcast list. I couldn't believe it. God showed up. God provided a way. And so I went and spoke with him after being very nervous. And he was very nice, very humble. And he said, yeah, let's do it. He gave me his email and I've been able to email him, and we'll wait and see. But I want to give all glory to God. He has called me to do this, and sometimes I doubt it. And sometimes I think, how do I do this with the limited time I have? I want to do more, but he shows up in ways that are undeniable. I encourage you, go back, watch the end of my Ken Ham podcast, and you can listen to another story like this that happened last year. God's not only moving through the guests and the conversations, but he's also moving and showing himself to be faithful even through the process. So happy New Year. I hope you're looking forward to some more podcasts coming out. I've actually got one coming soon with a guy that's running for federal senate. You would have seen the photo, Chris Bro here. So keep your eye out on that.